rousing Thursday evening of the Buckeye Talk Show, and Baker's Night tonight is decimating our crowd as it always does, as well as the rousing Ohio State victory over Penn State. Oh, it didn't happen, did it?
No, not this time.
Right.
Not this time.
Yeah, we could go about an hour just on that ourselves tonight, whining and crying about that. But first, as we always do, since we're on the World Wide Web with Mr. Grimm over here and the network of Springfield KBA Net, and soon to be publisher of the new Grille paper, we like to. Where are we going tonight? I'm gonna go to South America. How about Peru?
There we go.
Peru. Then we'll go
Peru.
Peru. Where's that Peru?
It's Peru.
Did anybody on the Tampa Bay Devil Rays come from Peru? I don't think so. I don't think we have any Latin American ball players from Peru yet. So.
Okay.
Chile?
Chile? You can always go to Chile too. We have some good chili here, don't you?
We do. Or Argentina. We're pronunciating the way Lisa does. We had a super lunch special today. Yeah, we had a super lunch special today. Grilled cheese and chili.
Here we go.
Chili. As always, like to mention our sponsors right off the bat. Rose City Fine Jewelry and Loan, Springfield's newest and nicest jewelry store at 37 East High Street downtown. Home City Tent and Awning, if you are having an event. Come on that Peru event. Home City has you covered. Give them a call, 322-9390. Adam Service King, the carpet and upholstery cleaning experts. Call them, 244-5228. If you have Great Danes like Lisa does, you probably need them. Northside Appliance, your hometown appliance dealer at 122 East Main Street downtown. That's Lee Schaefer, Richards, Raff, and Dunbar Memorial Home in Springfield, and Trossel, Chapman, Dunbar, and Fraley Funeral Home in Grille. Sandlin's Photography. We say this about them every week. They make us look good. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
Doug Gridman on that's an impossible deal. Miracle Workers, yes. Visit Sandlin's Photography. That's SANDLINS.com. And independent accounting and bookkeeping service of small business experts with Paula at 717-6906. Shove your receipts in a bag, take them over there, she love you. She love you. Because she's used to it from you know who. She's understanding that. All right, tonight, Springfield High. And we are back at Joe's US 40 Grill. Good to have everybody along tonight, including those listening on their computer, and those of you here at Joe's, and those of you who may be going out trick-or-treating later. What time does that start anyhow?
6 o'clock.
It's now?
It's going on right now.
It's going on right
6
now.
6 to 8.
All right.
You can thank Sheriff Gene Kelly for putting it on a Thursday this year.
Yeah, that's why I explained Jay's in here right now then. Jay always likes to hear a couple. Hey, by the way, Jay is an ex-Rockaway Rocket like myself and a few others hanging around, so I always like to mention Rockaway on occasion. Because the bond, the levy pass, Rockaway gets to stay, right? Jay's name's on several walls in there, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically the basement and the old room underneath the gym there, Jay. What was that? And you went in and right to the left-hand side, you went there where they kept all the basketballs and stuff. I'm sure your name's on that wall too somehow. I think Don Hayes probably put it up there for you. Another inside joke. Don Hayes was the janitor and drove the bus at Rockaway and pretty much hated all of us.
Was that your first school?
I was at Rockaway, kindergarten through the 9th grade.
Okay.
Wow. Not now.
That's right, that's a long time. Then I went to Morph.
North?
Morph.
It was a Panther.
That's a Panther.
That explains a lot of things.
It does. And I am not going to even touch that one at all. There's a yearbook around here someplace too with my picture in it.
Yeah?
I was a Stenner sports editor. See, that shows you what footsteps not to follow.
Yeah.
All right, going to the Buckeyes. I had the pleasure and the non-pleasure of being at that game. A friend by the name of Larry Vance hooked me up with some real nice tickets with him and his family, so I had to behave myself. But we sat just about on the corner of the closed-in, just right where the B deck starts, where the shoe goes around that first time. Great place to watch a football game. A great place to watch Penn State's defense do the same thing to Ohio State all night long.
And then to watch the Ohio State offense do the same
thing all night long. Okay, this is really what scored on me early in the ball game. Like, there was no other scoring, so something had to score. And so basically what happened was, is I could watch it. Penn State would put like 7 guys on the line of scrimmage, or say 5, and 2 of them that were kind of sneaking up.
Okay.
When the ball was snapped, there would be actually 7 on the line of scrimmage. And then if you had 2 linebackers and say 2 defensive backs, the 2 linebackers would shoot up into the tackle holes right there. And then the only 2 players that you'd have for Penn State in the back were the 2 defensive backs. That is it.
Daring them to pass.
Daring them to pass. Now, say what you want about Terrell Pryor, and yes, he does. And specifically, if you go watch them play, you see that he is the split second short on throwing to his receivers. But all you got to say is take the ball, throw it over the middle to the tight end. What a radical idea!
That is.
I don't know if it's Roy Nickel or who it was open down the middle when he hit Robisky with that pass when he threw the double coverage, and Robisky pulled the ball down. Well, if somebody was running open to the right-hand side of Robisky, it looked like a tight end because it's kind of like a chunky guy.
Okay.
Like chunky guy. And so...
I mean, there again, that just shows, he is a freshman.
He is a freshman.
That's sad that we're having to make the excuse that he is a freshman in a year we were supposed to be going to the national championship game. And I have a question for you, Bill. That last drive, Pryor throws an interception at the end of the game. Everybody in here knows what I'm talking about. Would you have put in Todd Beckman to throw that deep pass?
No. Because...
Why not? Come on.
Okay, I'm telling you. Number one, Pryor did not have to throw that ball. He still had 35 seconds on the clock.
Oh.
He didn't have to throw that ball to the end zone on that play. And he had thrown that jump ball 3 times in that game. One of the jump balls went for a reception.
Yeah.
One was knocked down. Now, he panicked. He didn't have to throw that ball in the end zone. He could have thrown that ball, say, like to the 12-yard line or the 15-yard line or something like that. And there's Walt Doors. We'll talk about them in a second. That's a picture up on the wall.
Okay.
And but he didn't have to throw that pass. He panicked on that pass. Something that was brought up to me, and no, I wouldn't have gone with Beckman. It's way too late to go with Beckman in this situation. Larry Vance, Larry's there every game, never sees anybody coaching Terrell Pryor except Beanie Wells and Todd Beckman. That's it. There's never a headset on Beanie Wells. No coach ever, on Terrell Pryor. No coach talks to Pryor. What's up with that? The kid's a freshman, yeah. He was the #1 recruit, yeah. Okay, well, let's say, he's a 6'6" quarterback. For God's sakes, throw the ball over the middle to the tight end. How difficult? I don't care how slow you are on throwing the football. That pass is open all night long.
Yeah, well, it is open all night long. You can say when you watch him pass that he's fractions off. Another thing I don't like is that they haven't prepared him to pass in the first place.
Right.
Their entire offensive scheme is run Beanie Wells or him out of the shotgun, and you can expect that. I'd love to know how many times they did that game too.
Absolutely. I think the whole thing is, and again, it's tough to get into Trestle's head because he doesn't tell you anything at any point in time.
No, he doesn't.
After the game, he thought Ohio State probably won the game with his interview.